Hi, you guys. I'm Phil Town from Rule 1 Investing. Today, I want to talk to you about some important rules that should never be broken if you're going to be a good investor. In investing, there are a few steadfast rules that should always be followed. More than suggestions or, like pirate rules, guidelines. These rules are designed to keep people from making poor investments, and they apply in almost every scenario. These are the rules that even the world's most successful investors still follow to a T, and they are even more important for investors who are just beginning to stick to. So first, understand the difference between price and value. Price and value are not necessarily the same thing. For example, if a person is selling gold bars for $5 a piece, that does not make the value of those gold bars $5. They might be priced at $5, but their value might be much higher if they're, like this big, or if they're like this big, it might be lower. So sometimes the market is equally as irrational in the way it prices certain companies as does gold bars. There will be times when a company's priced well above its value, and there's going to be times when the company's priced well below its value, and these are just the normal fluctuations of the market, and we use those as an entry point and an exit point of our investing. The point is, you just can't go off of whatever the market's pricing the thing at and assume that's what it's actually worth, in spite of the fact that that's exactly what the way most investors who are running money in this country actually do. That's exactly what they do. They just say, oh, that's the price, that's the value. Good investors, on the other hand, understand the difference between price and value. And because they understand there's a difference, then what they're doing is they're waiting in cash for an opportunity when the price of a company they understand is well below its value. And they also know how to avoid companies that they understand when they're priced well above their value. So it doesn't matter that you love the business, you totally understand the business, if you're paying way too much. That's crazy, and you're never going to be a great investor. To calculate the value of a company rather than just looking at its price, what I'm going to recommend is that you go use the margin of safety calculator I have on my site at rule1investing.com. If it turns out that the market has put a great company on sale, then you have an excellent buying opportunity. I can show you some more really cool things we can do, but you're going to have to come to a class in Atlanta for that. Now, second, always stay rational. Emotion is the enemy of smart investing. Sometimes when people see a company soaring in price, they get really excited and they get really greedy and they want to buy into the company because they think it's just going to keep going up when the price is already at an all-time high. In fact, there are entire investment strategies based on buying just the companies that are at an all-time high. Other times, when the price of a company drops, fear is causing people to sell. These emotions and the response they cause lead far too many investors to buy high and sell low, which is exactly the opposite of what you should be doing. So staying rational in the face of price swings kind of goes back to our first rule on understanding the difference between price and value. If you can keep in mind that the price of a company is kind of arbitrary and kind of up to whoever's the most fearful or the most greedy investor in the market setting that price, then it's the value of the company that matters. And if you can keep that distinction clear, you're going to be a lot less likely to panic when the price drops and a lot less likely to get crazy greedy just because it's going up. As investors, we like to stay rational and just buy the fear and sell the greed, not the other way around. Third, always buy companies on sale. You cannot possibly get high rates of return with low risk if what you're doing is buying everything in the market at whatever price they're selling it for. Mr. Market is a manic depressive. Some days he's like manic and there's never going to be a time when the market goes down and he's always willing to pay more for the company. And other days he gets so depressed, it's like the sun's never going to come up in the morning. What we want to do is we want to buy when he's depressed and sell when he's manic. Buy when there's fear, sell when there's greed. Investing is just like any other business. You got to buy stuff at a discount if you hope to turn around and sell it for a profit. You keep paying retail. If you're in the retail business, you're never going to make any money. If you pay a price that's equal to the company's value, you have no room to benefit from the market emotion. If you pay a price that's more than the company's value, you're going to end up just killing your overall rate of return. Now, thankfully, the market is not 100% rational, and it frequently puts great companies on sale because guess what? There's a herd instinct out there like nothing you have ever seen among these big fund managers, all thousands of them. They get run in one direction, it's almost like lemmings. They all gotta go. Many times, there may be a bit of bad news that doesn't really affect the value of a company. What it does is scare big managers enough to drive the price down. And why would they get scared? Because they're judged in their own performance based on quarter-to-quarter success. And if their competitors are selling off that company, man, it's terrifying. These guys are getting stuck, lose money, and get fired. So if you can stay rational in the face of this kind of fear being driven by short-term results from investment fund managers, you're gonna find some great buying opportunities. If a company isn't on sale enough to offer a good margin of safety, just put it on a wish list. If you love the business, put it on a wish list and wait for it to go on sale. And then meanwhile, go look for another great company and find one that maybe is priced correctly with a margin of safety. Now, fourth, only buy stock in companies that you understand. This is so important. This is the most important thing I can tell you. You are not going to be successful as an investor if you buy things you don't understand. Making wise investments requires that you fully understand the company you're investing in, and this includes knowing and believing in its management. Understanding the company's mission, does it match your values? Understanding where it's been, its history, the challenges, right? The competitors it's facing, and more. There's a lot there that you need to learn about. Just like if you were going to buy the house next door and rent it out, you would know the location, you would know why people are moving into the neighborhood, not moving out, you would know what the right value is for the company. And without knowing those things, you're just gambling. You don't know what price to pay for that thing. And that's the same thing with companies. You don't know what price to pay if you don't understand the business. And if you don't do that, if you don't understand clearly, you're not going to make money investing. Investing will be gambling for you, not investing. Now, before investing in a company, one more thing. Always take time to thoroughly research everything you can about it. Just keep asking yourself, what can go wrong? What don't I know? What don't I know? The more you know about the company, the better informed your choices will be. If for whatever reason a company is too far outside your wheelhouse for you to completely understand it, it's better to put your money elsewhere, like in the bank. And if this is too hard for you, then you're looking at too many kinds of companies. Look at just companies that are right in your wheelhouse and stay within that wheelhouse. Stay within that circle of competence. Otherwise, you're better off just buying an index and spreading your money across 500 things and not worrying about trying to get a great return. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you have any unbreakable investing rules that you follow? Leave a comment below with your answer and I'll be sure to follow up with you. And thanks for watching, you guys. Now go play. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you feel it was valuable in teaching you more about the most important rules of investing, how about hitting the like button for us and please share this video with your friends. And if you want more investing content, just subscribe to my channel. We got a ton of stuff here. And don't forget to click the button on the screen for the free gift. And thanks again for watching.